Hello and welcome back to Frog Boy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we are going to experience the Xbox Gamescon show live. So, let's get into this for a minute. So it's going to be starting here in a minute. I'm going to share my screen. Give me just a few minutes to get this. Let me see what's going on over here. Okay, so the main show hasn't even got to a point where we can watch a countdown yet, so I was hoping that would have already started by now. We might actually have to wait the whole 14 minutes, man. Gosh, this is gonna not be fun. 90 minutes is what I'm hearing. I don't have unrealistic expectations, but maybe they will surprise me. Well, I hope they surprise a lot of us, because a lot of us Sony ponies are here wanting some good news on what's coming out this year. Oh. Yeah, I've been reading a lot of comments and stuff. Man, I got school tomorrow. Dude, that really sucks. Gonna be on Psychonauts too when I go. Yeah, I need to finish downloading that. Oh. Yeah, I know. We're going to be able to see all the third-party games that are going to be coming out for PlayStation Delusional Grandeur. So trust me, there's going to be a lot of Sony guys here at the show today watching to find out what might be coming to the console throughout the end of the year. Oh, what the heck? Is it? Am I live? You guys can see me, right? Oh, what the heck? PlayStation needs some news. What are your thoughts on Psychonauts 2? Yeah, it's definitely got some good reviews. Oh, dang, that's weird. I can't even see it on my own thing. This is weird. Let me see. Because I need to be able to get it to I need to be able to have it so that I can read the comments once this goes on. Oh, that's why. Okay, so that's on there. Hold on a minute, guys. I got to find this. Okay. Hold on a minute, guys. All right. Because once I share my screen, I'm not going to be able to see the comments on my laptop. I need to get another monitor. PlayStation needs some new theirs and dry as the desert. What's up, Jay? How you doing, my friend? It should be good. We should definitely be getting some gaming news. Doesn't count as a new game. Yeah, that's for sure. I don't know. The Death Stranding thing might. If there's enough content in that. Let me check and see what the... Still got 11 minutes. Gosh dang it. They're not going to show that until... So let me finish eating this real quick, guys. I was starting to get lightheaded. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Joe. I'm just I'm gonna be able to I'm gonna be able to chat from my I'm gonna watch it from my phone and then be able to chat with you guys with the chat. Some taco time? We have to go pick it up. They'll deliver it?
Yeah, because I got DoorDash.
I just ate these freaking Hot Pockets. I wish we would have said that 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I just want two of those those crisp burritos in.
Which ones do you want? You want the beans?
The
You want
beef.
the beef?
The beef. Jeff's already here. Yeah, just 2 of those. Those should be fun. Well, Jeff's got to be here so that we know what's coming out on PlayStation when the third-party games start getting launched. Soft tacos. No, I don't know if you guys have a taco time where you guys are at, but they're like crisp crisp. Their little rolled crisp burritos are so good. The IK sales charts. What are those? I don't even care about sales chart. Jeff, we're here to be happy about games, my friend. Let's all enjoy what they have to announce. And I know Jeff's probably a closet Xbox gamer, man. I'm just joking. Come on, Jeff. Oh, and how does that benefit you in any way, Jeff? Oh man, so my cough is getting a little bit like more irritating. My nose being all runny and stuff. Okay, Ghost of Tsushima #1 in UK, Ratchet 2, Spider-Man Miles Morales 3. Oh boy, man, they must have had a drop on PlayStations in the UK, man. That's good. That's good news. That means more stock is getting out there. More people are able to buy those $70 games and enjoy them for like 15 hours. You literally just named about, what is that, 15, maybe 20 hours of gameplay, Jeff? That's cool. I'd be stoked, man, if I could go out there and pay $800 for 20 hours of gameplay, man. Yeah, man, we're here to see some more games, Jeff. I'm glad Jeff's here though, so you can see all the amazing stuff that Xbox is going to have coming. They just did a 90-minute show back in July or June or whatever for E3. Less than 3 months later, we already got another 90-minute show that they're probably going to tell us more about more of the games that are coming out this year. They're going to show us new stuff probably. They probably got some a few surprises in here. And when they announced that they bought Take-Two Interactive, Jeff, oh boy, it's going to be some interesting stuff today, my friend. Yeah, I think I wouldn't put it past them, Joe, to have a couple of world premieres today. Yeah, but you gotta think though. In at E3, they basically just gave us. They didn't really show us any new world premieres. They just showed us 90 minutes of stuff that they've already basically announced and what's coming out. I mean, they did show us Forza Horizon 5, so it's all stuff from E3. I don't know, man. LOL, they ain't gonna show anything new. They already said on Twitter. Yeah, I didn't see that. I heard that there was going to be some surprises today. And if that's the case, Jeff, then cool. At least we'll get to see some more stuff from E3. So, all right, let me look and see what this has got. We're down to 5 minutes, my friends. It's all stuff from E3. Do you think Joe might be related to you, Seth? You guys might be cousins, huh? I don't know. I was having from West Virginia or something. You might get a deeper dive into it. deeper dive of a game that was showing CGI trailer. That would be pretty cool though, Jeff. If we got to see some gameplay from like Halo campaign or the release date on the Halo campaign. Four more minutes. It says 4 more minutes. Dude, I wonder if this is going to start right into something with I'm Canadian from West Mountain. Yeah, it's a PlayStation will have an event in September, December. Then we'll be covering that too, Jeff. I will definitely cover the PlayStation event. Well, actually, I don't know. Those usually start at like 3:00, man. So, and I'm usually at work until till 3:30. So I might just make a special occasion for that. If they do announce something, if PlayStation announces something, I will leave work early, come home, and they were talking a Sega acquisition yesterday. Xbox has too much games. What's up, Straggly Rock? How you doing, my friend? I would be freaking excited to see them announce something like a new acquisition today. I mean, if they are just going to show us gameplay from E3, that might. That'll be fine. But for the most part, I'd really like to see some kind of new announcements as well. Uh, 2 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, they did have it in September, so we might actually see a year something in September. They want all the dust to settle. Show Fable or Avowed. I don't think we're going to see either of those today, Zed. Just because they're a little bit farther out. I don't think either of those are going to happen, Delusional Grandeur. All right, let's see. We got 2 minutes till this starts, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. Share audio. Okay. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. Oh wow. I don't know what I just did with that. Where's the escape button? That went all freaking weird, man. Okay. So, the premiere is going to begin shortly. Okay, I'm sorry. We got to watch all these guys' stuff. Okay. This GameCon's thing should start, I hope. Hopefully I don't get... Hopefully I don't get copyright strike for this, but I did sign up as a co-streamer on the how come it's not showing my oh, that's why. No, I don't want that. I want... There we go. Sorry, guys. I haven't done this for a little while, so I'm still trying to figure out how to get it back to... 53-second. What's up, Felix? How you doing, man? Oh, anyways, Bethesda was huge and still sold to Xbox. Yeah. That is definitely the case. So hopefully we get some more. All right, my battery's pretty charged, so I'll be able to look at this. All right, Forspoken, Final Fantasy 16, all aim for 2022, but nice try. Oh man, there we go. The countdown has begun. ZeniMax was in financial trouble and wanted to be bought. Crossfire release date. Yes, that too. All right, let's see what we've got now. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit. Oh, man. Looks like we got some Flight Simulator. Dying Light 2 said there was a little surprise for us during the live stream. Looks like they might be having some technical difficulties.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Gamescom 2021 Xbox stream.
We've got so many great game updates to share with you today. We're talking Age of Empires,
Oh,
or
Flight Sim.
Psychonauts, one of my personal favorite Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Later on, we'll take an extended look at Forza Horizon 5. There's so much going into this.
Extended look, Forza Horizon 5.
Is muy, muy bonito.
And we'll be getting our first look at the cover art for the game, Paris. I got $5 on it being one of those electric scooters that you see piled up on the sidewalk.
Will Kate win $5?
Oh, people love Jet.
Yes, our Xbox Plays team will also chat with devs and deep dive into current and upcoming games all week on twitch.tv/Xbox.
Let's get started with Techland and their upcoming zombie parkour sequel, Dying Light 2: Stay Human.
Oh, it looks like we're getting some Dying Light 2, man.
Hello, I am Timon Smektawa, Dying Light 2 lead game designer, and this is David Lubryka, animation director. Hi.
12 minutes
We
kind
can't
of
wait
sucked.
until December 7th to finally give you Dying Light 2 Stay Human, the game we have been working on really hard for the last few years.
We're hoping the gameplay video you're about to watch will give you a foretaste of parkour and combat systems waiting for you in the game.
And we are just about to enter the city, fighting our
If they
way
show us the
through
same
its
freaking
brutal
video
and
they've been showing
dangerous
us,
streets. Though, as you will see in a moment,
then
there are
either
plenty
Ratchet
of
or
things you
Returnal.
can
It's
use to your
probably true,
advantage.
man.
So watch closely, look for special combat and parkour moves, and check out how with just a bit of creativity you can combine the two. Ready? Let's go.
I really hope this game turns out to be good.
For all this. Probably like many others. People had their ambitions, plans, lives. Now it's all gone. The virus started it. But it was the people who made the world the way it is. This city, Villador.
Makes no difference, Jeff.
They tell me they had a vision. They had hope. But soon, one vision broke into many different ones. Instead of fighting together, people stood against each other. War broke out.
Was it little broken leg?
Oh, I don't know.
Now the city is falling.
Each time we start,
What do you guys think of this, man?
we absorb their
This dying light.
But I can't let that happen. At least, not yet. I need the secrets the city holds.
fuck. Hey, still some rats here.
I have to pick a side.
Because I need good people. You're doing great so far.
I have to make a difference.
Let's check and see.
Just because they've had like some development problems on this one, Felix. I'm just hoping that it launches and it's not broken. You know what I mean? Like I want it to be a stable experience. It looks pretty good, to tell you the truth. I mean, yeah, it does definitely look better than ever. I hope there's a FOV slider on it. I'd really want to play this with a lot bigger.
We'll see about that.
What's up, Windows? How you doing, man?
Well, that was
Thanks
an
for coming
exciting trip, wasn't it, Simon?
to watch.
Did you notice those bandits in medieval-like armor passing by skyscrapers, banks, and large billboards? That's what we call a modern Dark Ages.
And
Modern
it's a
Dark
very unique
Ages.
design, one very important for the plot of Dying Light 2. But there's another thing that stood out to me: all those parkour moves that you and
Yeah,
your
it
team
looks
has put
It
so
looks
much
choppy
effort
on
into.
my thing on my
Well,
end as
all
well.
you need is
It should be
2000
streaming at
animations,
1080p
cooperation with professional tracers,
at 60
sessions,
FPS.
and invaluable help from David Bell, whose face and moves player will see in the game, by the way.
No, yes, right. And we've got twice the number of parkour moves compared to the first game, and we are showing some of
Is
them
it
in
choppy
this
for
trailer.
everybody?
The vault kicks being the most important to me personally. It brings a whole new fighting style into the game. The player can stagger an enemy and use them to perform further attacks, for example, by rebounding from their bodies, jumping off them onto other foes, and so on.
I think we captured the movement really well and made it quite simple for the players to perform. I can't wait for them to try it out and tell for themselves how much they loved it.
It's definitely going to be useful. The
Um,
city's buildings are higher than anything we have done before.
Yeah,
Improving its
it's running
verticality.
fine. It's
Players
running
will
fine
need
for
to
me,
find
guys.
a way to reach those tall skyscrapers and other challenging spots
On
too.
my phone,
And
it
it's
seems
good
like
we
it's running
scattered
just
some
fine.
helpers around, like a paraglider,
A little
which
bit of
can support
delay.
players in both parkouring and combat.
Exactly, and it's gonna do great.
Oh, it was set to
especially in
480p.
fights against humans, which are
Yeah,
more
it should be
frequent
at
and
1080p
important
60
than in Dying
FPS.
Light 1. It's been over 20 years since the events from the first game, so people
Let me
adjusted.
check.
They are much bolder now, at least during the day.
And they are more vicious too.
And
Yeah,
I
it's
think
running
that's a
fine on my
great
part,
summary
guys.
of this discussion.
PlayStation has some stuff
Pre-order
showing
Dying
later
Light
this
2
week.
and
Death Stranding
explore
Director's
its
Cut and
vast,
Sifu.
complex world on
That'd be
December
good.
7th. Thanks, David.
Thank you.
For the first time in the storied history of the franchise, Microsoft Flight Simulator launched on a home console with the release on Xbox Series X and S last month. Reviewers and gamers alike were blown away by how well the stunning visuals and the depth of the simulation translated to the console, and that's why I'm extremely honored to welcome the head of Microsoft Flight Simulator, York Newman, to the stream. York, thank you for being here. The
All
last
right.
time we met was at the Xbox Game Showcase, and it was getting ready to come out on time.
Yeah, Paris is
How did
pretty
that
cool.
go?
It went great. As you said, the reaction to the Xbox console launch was really just amazing. Both from Xbox gamers and from the press, they've been so gracious with their feedback. I don't know if you know, but
That'd be cool if
Flight
Seafood
Simulator is
launches
one of
pretty
the
soon.
highest rated games on Xbox this year, which I think is just great validation that the translation of the simulation to the console has really worked well. Our usage numbers are through the roof.
You hear that,
We are
Jeff?
absolutely
Usage numbers
shattering
through the
franchise
roof.
records, and I can tell you, there have never been more people playing Flight Simulator than right now. So it's an awesome time.
Yeah, it
That
sounds
is
pretty.
awesome. Congratulations
Sounds pretty
on
good,
the
man.
launch.
If there's a
Really.
lot more people
But-
playing it.
All right.
I want to go to the danger zone. So what's going on with Top Gun?
Top
There's
Gun,
so much
baby.
going on, Paris. So you and I talked about Top Gun Maverick earlier. The fans are super excited. They saw the FA-18. They can't wait to start flying. And as you know, it comes out later this year as free
The
DLC
W6
alongside
and
the
Flight
movie.
Sim, yeah, Andrew.
But
Better
as the
draw
movie is still
distance.
under wraps, so are we.
And
So I
LOD
can still
on
not
PC
tell
at
you
least.
that much about it. But there's so much else going on even before Maverick. So we are continuing to do our monthly big releases that we've been doing for a long time. And next month, on September 7th, we are launching World Update 6. And this World Update, I mean, at the beginning of the show, if you remember, there was a little red plane
Yeah,
flying into
yeah.
Cologne. But we did that because World Update 6 updates that region, the region of Gamescom. So Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. And what
Nice.
that means to us is we have new aerial and satellite images. We have a new elevation map that helps us with the mountains. So the Alps actually look awesome now. We have new 3D cities
Nice.
like Frankfurt and Wuppertal in Germany. We have Basel in Switzerland. We have Vienna and Graz in Austria. And those cities look just amazing. They have like 7 centimeters resolution, and it's awesome. But we want to celebrate the entire region, so we picked 100 of the most scenic places.
What's up, Freddie Becker? How you doing, man?
And we call those POIs, and we sort of spread them throughout the simulation. And we also added airports. We did Lübeck and Stuttgart in Germany, and Klagenfurt in Austria, and St. Gallen in Switzerland.
Yeah,
And,
landing is a pain in the
and
butt,
what
Joe.
ties it all together is missions. We're having new discovery flights. We have new landing challenges, and we have new sort of tours of the country. So they fly you around all the awesome looking places and really.
After
celebrate
this,
the
I'm going to
beauty
play a
this
bunch
region
of Flight
Earth.
Simulator
And
today,
this
guys.
is a celebration of DACH, of Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. I'm so happy to be able to announce the date here at Gamescom.
You know, that is really incredible, all the different regions and everything that you're going to have in the game, and the way that you're going to be able to actually highlight those.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's really cool. But you know, for us, it's actually not just the region and the visuals. We talked a lot when you study aviation, when you love aviation. Like
Probably
we
a
do,
lot, Jeff.
you actually realize that a lot of regions of Earth have a very special relationship with flying, with aviation. Sometimes it's, you know, the first experiments with aircraft, or a famous pilot, or a
Practice
feat
the
of
landing
aviation,
challenges.
or
Yeah.
like a local manufacturer. So we thought to ourselves, why do we not use these world updates to celebrate the planes? So we are announcing a new series. We call them Local Legends. And think about
Local
that as
Legends.
planes that are locally well known, like in that region, but outside in the world, not so much. But why not use the world updates to highlight?
Yeah,
bring these awesome
3-4
machines
times a
to
week for me
worldwide
too,
audience?
Cabbage.
So for World Update 6, we picked a German plane from the 1930s. It's called Junkers U-52. In Germany, it's lovingly named Tante U, so Aunt U. And we think of us as
Nice.
sort of a digital preservation. So we really want to get these planes to an extreme level of detail. We're going out of our way to really go deep. So we're doing a full scan. We take full scans of the outside and the inside, as detailed as 1 millimeter, which is as good as you can do this. And then we're working with, for the Junkers, we work with Jan Junkers, who is the grandson of the original creator of the plane, Hugo Junkers. And he's helping us.
Wow,
get the
dude, this
inside
is freaking so
materials.
nice,
And we
man.
work with an organization that is preserving one of
The
last
content that's going to be
surviving
coming to
examples of the
Flight
Junkers.
Simulator over the
But they
years is
let us scan and
freaking
take
amazing,
photographs.
man.
And then we were lucky to find a pilot that actually flew one of those planes while it was still
Hoping to
flying
see
in
the
real
plane.
life. And he gets us know that the cockpit's right and the sound's right. Does it feel right in the air. So we're having a blast working with these experts to really bring these, to celebrate this plane, to bring them back to life.
You gotta play it now though,
Almost like
Jeff.
you're creating like a digital
the-
museum for aviation inside.
It's the
Microsoft
wow
Flight
factor,
Simulator.
man.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically that. It's a museum
Indiana
with viable
Jones, yeah.
planes. So we're working with 40 museums around the world, and it's honestly one of the funnest parts of the job. You end up working with these curators of planes. These are their babies, and they sort of see the tooth of time in the real world, sort of nagging on their remaining planes, and they're so happy when we come in with our scanning equipment, and we're basically capturing their planes, and they know
Your
that
sleeping
we can
jet?
easily preserve them in perpetuity. And we're actually giving those scans back to the museum so they can do something with it. And it's a great collaboration. And we're actually not just looking back in the history of aviation, we're also looking towards the future. So I have another announcement. We are working with a fascinating German company called Volocopter.
Yeah.
And they're making an eVTOL air taxi for
Ooh,
urban
someone
traffic.
holding a hostage.
So they have a vision
Someone
of the
holding you
future,
hostage
how these drone
My
type
eyes are getting
machines
heavy.
basically connect people in large cities. We're working directly with the engineering team to make sure that we are capturing their plane, their aircraft
Nice.
perfectly in the flight simulator, and that's coming out in November.
November.
I mean, you weren't kidding when you're saying that there's a lot going on.
This little drone
inside
plane, that's gonna
Microsoft
be kinda
Flight
cool.
Simulator. Is there anything else you want to share?
Yeah, there's one more thing.
Yeah.
We are. I'm so happy to announce that we've partnered with RARA. That's the Reno Air Racing Association, and every year they put on
Reno
something
Air
called
Racing.
the Steel National Championship Air Race, and we're bringing this to Flight Simulator. So this is the fastest motorsport. This right down your alley. It's the fastest
Game is
motorsport
already
on
out.
Earth. And I actually brought you a little.
Yeah, dude, but
little trailer
the
to it.
content they're
So,
announcing
race,
for it, man, is
speed.
freaking pretty cool.
We go into the danger zone, baby. Let's go ahead and show that.
Danger zone. Here we go. This is what I want to see. Yes, it's a game. The danger zone. Flight Simulator coming soon. Oh wait, what the hell?
You know I like going fast. And
They have
you
it
know
on
I
the crew,
love being
too.
in the danger zone. When is this coming out?
Man, these planes, they fly 500 miles, faster than 500 miles an hour, 50 to 250 feet above the ground. So you are definitely going to be in the danger zone. I mean, without going into too much detail, this Reno Air Race is actually the largest expansion we have since we launched on Flight Simulator. It's not just because we scanned all the famous race planes of the world, there's lots of them. This is also the first time when you can basically race against your friends and pilots across the planet. And
Nice.
so a competitive multiplayer is coming to Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Wow.
And that will definitely test your pilot skills. And you ask, when is it coming out? This is coming out this fall, so it's right around the corner.
Oh, that is fantastic. And you know I have the need for something. So
Yeah, I
can't
noticed
wait
that.
To get my hands
When's
on
the
this
Top Gun
participate
DLC
in
coming
some
out?
of these air races.
Awesome, man. We got you covered.
All right, thank you. If going fast on the ground is more your speed, keep an eye out for an extended look at Forza Horizon 5 later on in the stream. We'll also talk with Wasteland 3's game director about the game's next big DLC. But first, if you're an Xbox Game Pass subscriber, we have some great news for you.
If you're a Game Pass subscriber, all right, guys. Oh man. Pixel art, not low resolution. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep, somehow they did it. They added even more games to Game Pass. Let's talk about what's coming up. We're talking Age of Empires 4, the game's creative director, and we're going to see what's next for Sea of Thieves. But now, we've got a new roguelike retro shooter that, in grand retro fashion, sends you plundering through shifting dungeons to defeat a mysterious eldritch terror. Let's dive into the pit.
Hey, Andy, how you doing, man? Oh, man. Good news for subscribers is indie games. Yeah, it looks like we're getting some looks like Avowed but worse. Oh, more games to play is always good news. Yeah. I sure hope they're saving the best for last too, man.
Well, I am here with creative director of World's Edge, Adam Eisgren. And Adam, I'm so excited to talk Age 4, of course, because you've brought something a little different and very special today.
Yeah, I have. So, so far we've been
man.
showing everyone kind of what Age looks like from in the game, when you're playing it. You've gotten to see a lot of footage of that. And we've
The
also
way I
shown a
see
little
it,
bit of our campaign.
this is all gravy.
Right, when we
Didn't pay
unveiled
for
the
Game
100 Years
Pass
War and showed
for
Joan
any
of
of it.
But we have yet another way in Age of Empires 4 that we're kind of bringing history to life that we haven't talked about yet.
See, you do this to me. You put me in suspense. I want to know more, so let's go with it.
Well,
let's hear more.
Okay, wait, you get one moment of suspense. Okay, that's enough. So what we brought today is we have these wonderful little videos that we've created that are interspersed amongst the campaign, and they're about 3 to 5
I'm feeling all right.
each. And we have over
I mean, it
an hour
hasn't
of
really
them
like
all,
hit
and
me
they're
like
called
super
Hands on
hard or
Histories.
anything.
And
So
what they are is a great
that's
way
been
to,
good.
like,
I mean, it's
deep
just
dive on
like
certain
congestion, a little bit of
culture
sore
we're
throat,
representing and just from medieval history.
runny nose,
Well, I hear you've actually brought
hungry all the time.
Here for the very first time.
Yes, I have. We are going to show you the segment on one of the most popular units from Age of Empires franchise and a fan favorite, the Trebuchet.
Huh.
Excellent. Well, this I gotta see. Let's take a look.
A counterweight trebuchet.
I really wish they would bring this this game to
was the king
Xbox.
of all siege engines. A catapult capable of smashing
I'd
down
really like to
castle
play this
walls
Age of Empires
with
on the Xbox, guys.
At Warwick Castle in England, they've built a replica, one of the largest in the world. Originating in 7th century China, by the 13th century, trebuchets had evolved into devastatingly powerful weapons.
Such a simple design, but so effective.
It has several key features. A pivoted arm with a weight at one end, and a sling to hold the projectile at the other.
The what?
To prime, the 6-ton weight is raised
Parabolic
using
coated?
tread wheels.
So this is one of the wheels, one of two that
Yeah, it's only PC right now, Andy.
an axle, which would lift the counterweight, weighing 6 tons. It's
Yeah,
based on
exactly.
muscle
Just say it's
power
keyboard and
alone.
mouse and port it.
What's essential about launching a projectile as far as possible is making sure that this end of the arm is moving as fast as possible. So once that weight drops, it really sends this point of the arm
What a
moving
Gamescon so
at
far.
its highest
Yeah.
velocity.
This was done by positioning the pivot close to the counterweight and by launching the projectile from a sling. When released, the sling
Yeah.
whips round, vastly increasing the launch speed.
Just saw the
Trebuchets
hand.
were carefully
That is an
aimed,
RPG like
like modern
Skyrim.
guns.
In order to weaken the castle walls or even breach them, you had to make sure that the projectiles hit the same spot every single time.
For each projectile to follow the same trajectory, They all had to be the same weight and shape. To achieve this, masons used
Can't wait to see what Sony brings to Gamescom.
Now I'm going to load this projectile into the sling. Oh, this one must weigh about 25 kilograms, but some projectiles can get up to 150 kilograms. That's the weight of 2 men.
Trebuchets were also used to throw burning tar, beehives, even dead bodies. Anything to cause maximum distress to the enemy.
Did you hear that whoosh?
It was the counterweight trebuchet's lethal combination of power and accuracy that made it the ultimate medieval siege weapon.
Oh, that's pretty cool. October 28th.
You know I'm going to say trebuchet. Don't care because that is awesome. And
I mean, it does.
remarkably unique, something you don't see in games very often.
History Network, the game.
You know, one of the things we're looking at what we're going to do with Age of Empires 4.
No.
There's a phrase I'm really fond
No
of.
Sony at
history is
Gamescom.
only as interesting as the people who taught it to you. And you could say that about any subject, really, right? But I think
Dude,
the
you
great
can get a
thing
lot
is
of these
when
indie
you have
games on
someone
the
so
PlayStation
enthusiastic
too,
and
Jeff.
passionate about history, it really comes across.
They just hide them
We
on their
wanted to
store
be
so that
kind
nobody
of
finds
teacher
them.
for history. And there's a phrase called humanized history that I use to kind of describe what we tried to do, which is we try to like connect past and present. And you can see that kind of in our briefings as well, where we got like real stuff with like CG kind of overlaid to show you the history. And so for these, we really wanted to do that same thing. So ourselves and Relic partnered with this amazing group in the UK called Lion TV, and they've done production on an amazing amount of shows.
I mean, so
documentaries,
far, you
BBC,
know, on
won every award you can
what are we
imagine
into
for
this?
media.
Like,
And they travel to all of these locations in all these different countries to meet with these subject matter experts and get all of this great footage
it's because they
how things
charged.
really worked and how things were made.
Yeah.
And it's been delightful to kind of go through that process and, you know,
Age of
get all
Empire
these
would
products
probably
showing
sell a
together.
lot if they brought it to
Love
console.
Now, you also, of course, you've got
I'm
a
down
bunch,
for a
as you
History
mentioned,
Network
these
game, though.
hands-on history segments. Anything else that you can tell us fans about what we can expect, looking forward to? Any favorites you got coming up?
Oh, well, favorites. Oh, man. Well, I think my personal favorite is one called Medieval Surgery. And I'm going to let your imagination go with what we might show and what we might talk about in that one.
Yeah.
But the thing I love about them is that they go all over the place. So, you know, we've got ones on warfare and castle building and like how they kept flaming arrows from not going out when she shot them. And,
they did have a pretty big
but we've
presence
also got
in
all these
gaming,
ones
or
on, you know, like illuminated history and hawk falconing and, you know, like horse taming, armor creation. And there's even one on Mongolian instrumentation, which is really cool because those instruments, we actually use them in the soundtrack.
I kind of have a feeling
for
this
the Mongols when you're
Gamescom
playing
is going to
as
be
them
pretty
in the
much like
campaign-
this.
in the game.
I mean, I just love the behemoth amount of history that you guys. Age of Empires always known for bringing history
About
alive in a
communicating
completely
with
different way. And I
fans.
also
Yep,
love
exactly.
to mention this to people that you and the team do so much research, and it's so great to see this approach being used in a hands-on history kind of segment. But I mean, what was that approach like to sort of you know sell going forward?
Maybe.
Especially since it's
Maybe
such a
maybe
unique
it's
game
the
experience.
Well, the
Windows
cool thing was it was
OS
there from day
integration.
one. It was one of the things I was really wanted to do, to tell these stories in a different way. But I'll tell you, like full disclosure, it's been insanely nerve-wracking because we're trying something completely different that no one's ever done before in a game, right? We're history, but we're a game, but we're teaching, we're having fun, and finding that middle ground has been really challenging. And you know, every time we've tried to show the campaigns or we've shown these hands-on histories,
They will be ready in a year.
It's gonna work. Like people are gonna like this. And the great thing is, so far, everyone that's really experienced.
I mean, this might be a little bit boring, but
like, wow, this is great, and it's so different.
at least
and
it's
kind of cool and refreshing.
better than
So,
nothing.
So
It's
far,
definitely
so good,
better than
right?
waiting.
But yeah, it's been a journey, you know, to get all this done and put the whole game together.
Well, I love that you mentioned Journey because we are coming towards the end of this development journey for Age 4. Talk to me about where people can find and learn more about Age of Empires 4. I know they're all chomping at the bit.
Oh, well, you know, October 28th, we are launching the game. You can go to ageofempires.com to learn more about the title. And if you're really, really excited right now, you can go onto the Microsoft Store or Steam.
A lot
pre-order the
boring.
game right now. And of course, we will be there day one, Xbox Game Pass for PC as well. So anyone that's on that can just grab the game and start playing. But
Yes, I believe you are a part of something
But-
very special.
yes, so Gamescom opening night live.
Yes.
11 a.m. Pacific time. There might be something Age of Empires related in there, so if you're a fan, you probably should tune in.
Ooh, I see.
Mr. Ice Cream.
Best thing so
And I'd like
far
thank you very
is
much,
the
Adam.
woman
Thank you so much for
interviewing the
joining us
guy.
here.
Always a pleasure, Kate.
Always a pleasure. Age of Empires 4 looks fantastic, so I cannot wait.
Yeah,
October
exactly.
28th, neither should you. Now, we have tons coming up here today, including a new update for State of Decay 2 and an extended look at Forza Horizon 5 with our friends at Playground Games. But now, let's catch up with Paris, who's gone from flying the skies in Microsoft Flight Sim to a different kind of cloud.
That's right, Kate.
I really
Cloud
wanna
Gaming is
see-
already available on Windows PCs, mobile phones, and tablets. And now it's coming to Xbox consoles. The future with cloud gaming sounds bright. No waiting to install, no running out of hard drive space, no waiting to patch, and no buying a new console just to play with your friends. See how the vision of cloud gaming will bring people together without barriers.
So when I think about cloud and when I think about gaming, those two things together to me really show you the future where you can pick up something and you can play it anywhere and you could do it quickly.
Cloud gaming and advertising now.
Cloud gaming is phenomenal. That's pretty great. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
This actually looks so good.
Games are large and you want to keep the ones that you know you love on your hard drive. Xbox Cloud Gaming is about being able to discover the new ones right away. It's super exciting that for our Game Pass Ultimate members, they will get to experience Xbox Cloud Gaming on whatever console they have.
Cloud gaming is really about looking at how people play differently.
Cloud gaming on
I know
console.
me in particular, sometimes I just have 20 minutes.
It should be as easy as finding the game that you look for on your console and just jumping right in.
It's going to be the future for casuals, yeah.
What's crazy about this is like the latency. This is the kind of stuff you need with cloud gaming.
Oh, 60 frames? That's actually very smooth.
The process itself to get into cloud gaming feels like you're playing a console, right? You go, you find the game you want, you press play.
It's so easy nowadays. You can pick up any device and pretty much play any Xbox game on Game Pass.
I don't know. This is introducing it to console, Jeff.
I can just wait for them to
Like you'll be able to play it on your console now.
Content just so much more accessible.
I really love the flexibility. It's awesome.
Everything that Xbox is doing right now is
That's
just
pretty
getting
cool.
rid of the limits of having to be on a
Yeah, you
specific
probably will have to have
platform or
pretty
a
dang good
specific
internet for this.
console, play on PC and mobile and now on Gen 8.
Yeah, Gen 8 consoles can play Gen 9 content. Isn't that so cool?
With cloud gaming, we have the ability, because you are connecting to consoles that are in our data centers, to allow the Gen 8 customers, the Xbox One customers, to play games that their hardware wouldn't have been able to play without it.
There's so much opportunity when it comes to.
I'm kind of interested to see how
readily available,
Microsoft
let
Flight
people
Simulator is
play
going to run on
where
the
they want
cloud
to. Sign me up. I'm ready for
through an
cloud gaming right
Xbox
now.
One
Let's do
X
it. When's the release date? When does it release?
or an Xbox One, actually.
August 9th saw the release of the free optimized update for Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice on the Xbox Series S and X. With beautiful and rich visuals, thanks to the addition of ray tracing and improved materials alongside performance updates, this is the perfect opportunity to relive Senua's journey or experience it for the first time. And if you haven't played this, do yourself a favor, grab a pair of headphones and immerse
Xbox
yourself
is up to
into the
1080p too, bro.
Agreed. Speaking of unique experiences on Game Pass, the Xbox Plays team will be taking a look at some ID at Xbox titles over the next few days, including 12 Minutes and The Big Con.
They're also talking with developers from Halo, the Master Chief Collection, Forza Horizon 5, and Destiny 2. So join the live Q&A to get your burning questions
Yeah, it is
answered.
pretty big.
You can catch all of
To
those
be able to
streams
just start
on
playing a game
twitch.tv/Xbox.
right from the cloud, from your console,
Speaking
yeah.
of Forza Horizon 5, don't forget our friends at Playground Games will give us an extended look at their monument to motoring in Mexico later on.
That includes never-before-seen areas of the game map, plus cars that have never been in the Forza franchise before. I've loved
Nice.
everything I've seen of Forza Horizon 5 so far, and I can't wait. Now, Kate, there's more games to check out, right?
Well, right you are, Paris. Let's talk Wasteland 3. Their newest DLC introduces us to a new cult. The Cult of the Holy Detonation.
Oh, wow.
The Holy Detonation is life. Deep within Cheyenne
Anybody even
Mountain,
play Wasteland 3?
changed. Devolved
For my Series X, just use the cloud? Yeah.
for you. Set on a righteous path.
Yeah, you probably should still buy it, though.
The Holy Detonation.
I got 2 of them now.
Life-giving glow should be shared with everyone.
Do it's great. I have good internet.
Of the Holy Detonation purified.
Nice. You guys are playing this. Maybe I should download that and try it out. It's a RTS, right? Play it day one on PC.
With new patches, bug fixes, and added features, like a fine wine, Wasteland 3 just gets better with age. To really savor the game's
The load
bouquet,
times on
we're
Xbox
talking
One.
with NXile game director David Rogers. David,
Nice.
thank you for joining us.
I'm super stoked to be here. Thanks.
So in the trailer, we saw that the DLC is coming out on October 5th, but we know...
I don't know if I like this kind of
You
panel.
guys have been
It
working
just
on this for a very long time, so can you kind of talk about
it kind of slows down
Team
the
has been working nonstop, full
the
tilt,
hype
trying to make
a
Wasteland
lot.
3 the
Having to
best
watch these
version
guys talk, especially if it's a game you're
Over
not
the
really
past year
interested
since it's
in.
released, we've added features, we've
Yeah.
balanced, we've listened to the community, we've fixed bugs, added stability, and I really think
I am
that
too.
the version that we have now is the absolute best version of the game. And if you've never played it before, now's an awesome time to jump in.
I just want to see like more announcements. I don't want to see all this talking
Wasteland
stuff,
3. Now,
man.
this DLC is called The Cult of the Holy Detonation. Now, talk
180
about
right
that a
now.
little bit. Tell me what's going to go into this DLC. What should we be excited about?
xCloud on
So you've
console
heard
should
of,
help with all this
Cheyenne
talking.
Mountain, right?
That would
for,
be
for those who
awesome.
haven't, Cheyenne Mountain is this top secret military complex buried deep in the heart of Cheyenne Mountain in the middle of Colorado. It's designed to outlast a nuclear winter. And so when you hit level 16,
wow.
an old friend calls you and says, hey, I need your help securing this secret military base and all the
Yeah.
secrets within. And as soon as you get there, you find 2 warring cults battling over supremacy, trying to take control of the Holy Detonation, which is this pre-war science experiment that they worship as a
Ugh.
god. And these cultists
We're
are
already
insane,
about halfway through this
mutated,
thing,
they've
man,
gone
and
totally
I don't know if I can deal
and,
with all this talking.
all they want to do is share the holy radiation with you and your entire Ranger
Always
team.
been talky
How
though.
generous.
Yeah,
That sounds a
it's
lot
true.
cooler than some of the cults I may have joined in the past. But this is
The
typical
hook for
Wasteland
Halo.
fashion. We're really going to be able to get in there and mix it up, right?
Right. So you as the Ranger team insert yourself right smack dab in the middle of their holy war, which, what could go wrong?
Yeah.
And this is a Wasteland game, so you decide everything. Choice and consequence is our bread and butter. And so you decide who lives, who dies, who gets screwed over, who takes charge. You're deciding the fate of the cults, the Holy Detonation, Cheyenne Mountain,
Wasteland
and ultimately all
series
of
fun.
Colorado. This is really
I don't
your
know, man.
game
I
to
might
craft.
download it and check it out.
Awesome. So the last
I got plenty of
expansion
time
was
on my
the
hands.
Battle of Steel Town, right? You had giant robots and things like that. So, what are you going to do to actually top something like that from the last
I do like the ray
Right,
tracing in
so
the
we
floor,
wanted,
though. That looks
like,
pretty cool.
returning players to find something that they could never
Show,
find
don't tell.
in another version or like in previous versions of Wasteland 3. And so we built this as a Wasteland-style dungeon crawl. And in there, you find this awesome mix of mystery, exploration. You're meeting these crazy.
I mean, if it
cultists
played
who've
like
been
a
locked in this, like,
twin
pre-war
stick
time
shooter, it would probably
capsule,
be okay.
and
But
some of the raddest boss battles we have ever been able to build in a Wasteland game.
That's awesome. I want to get back to the crazy cultists, but talk to me about these big boss battles. I want to hear more about that.
Right. So we took the best parts of
It
Wasteland
offers
combat.
co-op?
We
Nice.
breathed new life into it with objective-based combat, which are
It's a
basically super
top-down.
rad boss battles. It's no longer you're like huddling in a corner, throwing down turrets, just going on murderous rampages. It's
They
not
like to
about
run their
killing, it's about
mouth.
getting the job done. And so now combat doesn't end until the mission is over. We send you on
oh wait,
proper
buying the
combat
expansion
missions.
card in
You're
2
in there
months for the
breaking into
CK
prisons,
contract
rescuing POWs. You're
between
disrupting these
Microsoft and
high-tech cultist
expires
rituals. you are splitting
Third
your
parties
fire
will be out
team
soon.
and coordinating like you never have had to before.
It is turn-based
like, everyone
strategy.
on your team has a
Ugh.
job, and I really think this is going to take old players who know their Ranger team like the back of their hands, and it's going to make them scratch their head and really have to rethink how they go about combat and making it new, exciting, and
It's hard for me to play those
like,
turn-based,
mentally
man.
in a way we haven't been able to really do before with just straight up murder combat.
That's probably what slows me down when it comes
Wasteland has a
to
reputation for getting a little
Divinity
silly.
Original Sin 2.
What are some of the weird characters we can expect in some of the story encounters we'll see in the game?
Yeah,
will
with
be
this,
out then,
with Cult of the
get
Holy
cheaper.
Detonation, we really got to
I
cover
hope
devs
so.
and
I hope
just
they
let
start
them be
making bigger
creative and fun and
capacity
silly.
for
Like,
sure.
Exile's modus operandi is if we're like brainstorming and something makes us laugh, we just put it in the game.
Yeah,
That's
I'm not
just how we
really
do it.
that
We
big
pick up
into
the pieces
turn-based
afterwards,
either.
because we want to make something that entertains us, and then we know if we're having fun, our fans are going to have fun along with us. And so we got
Yeah,
to
you're right. I could
explore,
definitely
like,
download
really
it and try
letting you
it.
get deep into this like
Just
weird
joined. Did they
radiation
talk
cult
about anything
and let you interact with
interesting?
them and
A
talk with
little bit
them,
of stuff for Flight
and tell
Simulator
stories and like
is
maybe
the only,
even join them.
and Dying Light
And
2,
so, like, for
yeah.
instance, one of the characters you meet, the first cultist you meet,
Dying
is
Light
this
2 is looking
slathering
pretty
beast.
good.
He's got like claws and fangs and spikes jutting out. He's drooling, but he's like the nicest guy in Cheyenne Mountain. Like, you meet him and he's like, "Hey guys, you should like come in here and like soak up some of these rads. It'll be great." And he Sherpas you in and lets you meet the whole cult. And another one of my favorites is he's what you get if
It's not cool to
if you
just show
took,
their
like,
work and
20
keep them in the
cultists and you like
background.
melted them into a
What's
big
up, Christian?
pile, kind of like I would do this with like a magnifying glass. I would like melt like army guys and like GI Joes into a big pile, and he's
Oh,
wet
man.
and sloppy and
This
gross.
guy's
and
clearly
it's hard to
passionate about
understand,
what
and
he
you need a
does.
translator supposedly.
Yeah.
But he's like your number one fan, and getting to build like this totally out there, wild, extreme character was a ton of fun to write for. It's a ton of fun to like explore like what makes this cult tick, and he's an absolute blast. Hell, even some of the weapons that you find in Cheyenne Mountain,
Just a talk show.
they're devolved cultists. Like, there's one guy, and he kind of devolved into this like vomiting.
I hear people
bagpipe
talk
creature,
about
and he has
sports
this real,
forever.
like, "Kill me"
Yeah.
vibe about him. We get to
Oh,
play with
man,
these fun
you're
body
right.
horror themes that let us jackknife between sort of like dark and serious and like goofy and funny, which is a line that Wasteland really loves to ride. Like, you know,
Okay, come
a
on, let's
lot of
move on
really
with the
important
Wasteland
stuff is
thing,
at stake,
man.
but you know, the Wasteland's a pretty bizarre place.
I will tell you, this guy is
we
getting
talked
you
before,
pretty
you've been
interested
working on
in
Wasteland 3
playing
for a
it.
while. There's already expansions that are out there. But say I'm a new player. Say I'm watching this right now and I'm like, man, I want to get into Wasteland 3. What would you suggest for new players wanting to get into this?
Gosh, Paris, quit asking him
Wasteland is,
questions,
like, the
for
best
freak's
version of
sake.
itself right now because of all the work we've put into it
Just
over
move on
the past
with it.
year. And so you can get the whole thing with the Colorado collection. That's the base game plus Cult of the Holy Detonation and Battle of Steeltown, all for a discount. Or if you have Game Pass, you already have Wasteland 3. Just download it and play it. And then you can get both expansions with the expansion pass.
That is awesome.
Nice. So now we got to pay for expansion pass.
About, you know, spewing pulse bags and these weird characters and the cults and the boss battles and all these really cool things that are going to be in Wasteland 3. But please
Watch the
remind everyone
highlights
before we
later.
get out of here, when can you pick up this DLC?
Right. This Work of Passion, it comes out
Still
on
don't want to
October
get into it.
5th.
Yeah.
Really stoked.
That is awesome. So this is the Cult of the Holy
Cult of the Holy
Detonation coming October 5th. David, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Barish. Appreciate it.
Right.
Oh, man.
In the 3 years since its launch, Sea of Thieves has played host to some incredible crossovers.
Why are we talking
including
about
unique
Sea of
chip
Thieves,
sets
man?
Inspired by
For
games
freak's
like
sake.
Battletoads, State of Decay, Halo, and more. Today, we're excited to announce a brand new special event that will award players an all-new ship as a part of the latest wild crossover heading to Sea of Thieves. Better yet, this event begins tomorrow. So get ready to make some mayhem, and let's get our first look at this very special ship.
Well, I think Forza will be the highlight of the show. I really hope they show something on Halo, man. This is going to be all for naught, for serious. And updates on those other games that are supposed to be coming out this year. Borderlands. Okay. Cool.
Newton Target.
No more talking.
Really
I don't
cool
want.
to be a
We
part
don't
of
need
this
talking
all
about
digital
this.
Gamescom event. And we were thinking, what's the best way
Gosh,
to kind of
dang it.
celebrate Gamescom and to be a part of this as Sea of Thieves? And so we're really excited to reveal that we're bringing the Mayhem ship set that you've just seen, a really, really cool ship that's inspired by Borderlands, into Sea of Thieves, and we're giving all of our players a chance to earn it during kind of the Gamescom time period. So it's been really cool to work with the Borderlands team to bring this ship to life and giving all of our players the chance to earn it as part of this live event that we've cunningly titled Mayhem. You might notice the link. So you can probably guess the kind of activities that are involved. But if you head to Larina at any of the outposts in the Sea of Thieves world, she'll be able to fill you in on the details of what you need to go do to earn the ship set. So we hope everybody gets a chance to take part in this awesome time-limited event. So it starts today, and it runs through to September the 7th. So that's the time period you've got to get your hands on the Mayhem ship set. And I think that's it from me. So as always, I will see you on the seas.
Cool. Get you playing. Be a part of it.
Hope. It's always been a dangerous world in Trumbull Valley. But now, it's hope that brings us back together. It reunites old friends. It builds new bonds. And in the face of a growing threat, hope.
Nope.
The greatest weapon we have.
New map, huh?
Welcome back to Trumbull Valley.
Nice.
Well, just like zombies themselves, it seems everything old is new again in State of Decay 2. And we have a guest to walk us through this Undead update. Please join me in welcoming Undead Labs Director of Communications, Wanda Russell. Hello, Wanda, how are you?
Hello, I'm great. It's great to be here, talk about the Homecoming update releasing on September 1st. We are very excited to get this into players' hands.
You are indeed. So let's talk about the Homecoming update. Obviously, we are coming back to Trumbull Valley. We were there for Heartland, the update, back in 2019. Talk to me about the differences, and I'll sit right here and listen because you're adorable.
So Heartland is the story mode within the game, but it's a very linear, narrative-driven experience. You know, players couldn't move their communities there. So that's all changed with the Trumbull Valley map. It is the 5th core open world map. It's fully remastered, and it expands into 2 territories that were completely inaccessible in Heartland. So players can return to Trumbull Valley with their communities, start new communities there, and really start exploring everything that the new map has to offer.
So then would Homecoming be a sequel then to Heartland?
Yeah, exactly right. So the events in Heartland kind of play out. You see what happens in Trumbull Valley. So we think of it as the 3rd part of our Trumbull saga that began with the original State of Decay game, continued into Heartland, and now we see what has happened since then and what storylines might be coming to a close. So there is a lot for players to discover, a lot of environmental storytelling to find, and you know, things have changed. So this isn't the Trumbull Valley that players might remember.
Wondering if I should re-download this.
Well, and anytime you expand something like Trumbull Valley, you just have a juggernaut of content, pun intended. Talk to me a little bit about what some of those things are that players can get in on here now in the expanded Trumbull Valley.
Yes, a ton of new content. In fact, we're doing something unique with the Trumbull Valley map. There are items there that you can only find on that map, nowhere else in the game, including 12 new hats and outfits, 10 new very cool weapons. We've got 6 new bases, 2 new achievements for achievement hunters. And on top of that, we are adding the game's 12th bounty pack. So that will be available from the bounty broker across all maps. And I have to say, they are some of the coolest weapons I have ever seen go into the game. I'm so excited for people to find them.
A juggernaut amount of content, and I don't care who sees that second
Yeah.
run of the day. That works out great. But let's talk about the State of Decay community, because it's absolutely an integral
Vile.
part to this entire franchise. And State of Decay being on Xbox Game Pass, how has that impacted the community? How has that impacted the game? Talk to me about those.
It's been fantastic. And
Yeah, I don't
we
like
have
it.
an amazing community. We love them so much.
That haircut.
In fact, one of the
Ugh.
reasons we're doing Trumbull Valley as a map is because it was
Whip me.
one of the most requested features from the community, which also makes it very exciting for us to be able to say, oh, we did it, you get it. And we have a major milestone that we're celebrating. State of Decay 2 has 10 million
Free doesn't
lifetime
equal good at
players.
all.
10 million lifetime play.
Oh no, huh? State of Decay
That,
3.
I absolutely love that. That is
Really grateful.
incredible, amazing news.
Definitely
Congratulations to you and the entire team at Undead
would like
Labs,
to see
man.
that.
Fantastic work. Well, speaking of Xbox Game Pass, let's give me the deets one more time when it comes to the update.
So the update releases September 1st. It's a free update for all State of Decay 2 owners, and it's included with Xbox Game Pass. Happy homecoming.
Nice.
I love it. Thank you, Wonder, very much.
My pleasure.
I might actually download that again and try playing it again.
Valley of Akria.
Like I said, like I've been saying, I'm just kind of over zombie games.
Clans, forgotten temples of long dead god kings, and a healthy dose of hack and slash. All this awaits in Stray Blade.
Stray Blade. Interesting. What is this, like a remake? Corrigible. I like her glasses.
In Stray Blade, you discover the mystical lost valley of Akria, a world which ranges from overgrown temple ruins to frozen caves and winding canyons. A game world that changes based on your victories and plenty of dudes.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
stab
I haven't
and
seen
blade-to-blade
Scorn,
combat.
Crossfire
If that
X, or
weren't enough,
anything.
you even get a fuzzy little pal to help you out. Between the epic fights and this small guy, there's clearly a lot going on here. So let's hear more from Point Blank Games about Stray Blade.
Destruction
Hello,
All
everybody.
Stars.
I'm Leonard Kausch, game director at Point Blank Games, and today I will show you Stray Blade.
Oh man.
Stray Blade is an action RPG where you play a rogue adventurer who is exploring the ancient valley of Akria with his companion, a witty wolf named
Kind of looks like another
Unveil the
Biomutant.
history of the Forgotten Valley, muster the powers of the 3 Akrian metals to restore balance to this war-torn land.
That is the how, as well as the why.
Combat and exploration are the 2 key elements of our game. Let's dive into the combat first. Our combat system merges strategic anticipation of enemy attacks with split-second blade-to-blade reactions. It is the high noon of skill-based melee weapon combat. To achieve that, we put our hearts into creating fluid, well-readable animations and epic cinematic finishes. You can choose from multiple weapon categories that can be combined.
This kind of looks all right.
Now, let's take a look at the exploration. Akria's colorful world ranges from overgrown city ruins to frozen caves and winding
I just don't know how much I would appreciate the art style.
Explore the deepest corners of an ever-changing world.
I mean, if the
bristling with
gameplay is
adventure.
really good, it might
Every
be nice.
discovery
But
holds treasure. Find rare materials, recipes.
they have
weapons, lore
confirmed they're not
pieces, and
delayed.
Beautiful places. Change is part of your journey, where every victory impacts the world around you. When you die, time keeps moving forward. Enemies can't stay dead. New foes invade camps that you weakened. And when Boji revives you, only one thing is certain. The change you brought shapes what now awaits you. And of course, get ready for epic boss fights. We hope you enjoyed the first look at Stray Blade, which will be out next year. And keep an eye on our social media channels
Next
for more
year.
information.
Yeah, like a World of Warcraft art.
Next up, one of the most unique games finally comes to Xbox.
Yeah, unique. As in, my evil twin murdered 4 of my husbands because they secretly
Huh.
in love with me. Unique.
In case that didn't tip you off, we're talking about Crusader
Yeah,
Kings
that's Son of
3,
Iron.
a
I'm
medieval
kind of
grand
looking forward to
strategy
that.
and role-playing game that has you trying to defend your royal line from those that would conquer your kingdom, and evil twins, apparently.
Yeah. It's coming to Xbox as an adaptation, not a direct port, meaning that the UI and controls have been refined to bring that grand strategy experience to a controller.
Not to mention bringing the grand strategy experience to my comfy living room couch.
We'll all be ruling from our throne room soon enough. Check out Crusader Kings 3 now, coming to Xbox consoles.
Oh man. Previous PS4 games.
My son, we must never forget the crimes committed against us. Your father sought his glorious revenge, and
So no remakes or director's cuts.
he never understood that the greatest wars are won with weddings, not warriors. With daggers, not swords.
Nothing to play on your PS5.
Only the small-minded measure success across the span of a single life. The real game is played across generations.
No high busters for Xbox then, huh?
You see, real strategy requires cunning.
Crisis 3 remastered? I don't know.
Crusader Kings 3 is wild. You really haven't lived until you've made an 8-year-old the King of England.
Well, it's nice to have hobbies. We've all gotten into some weird stuff this past year.
Weird like diving into people's brains and exploring their mental universes projected into a psychedelic 60s wonder.
Yeah, my channel's neutral, Jeff. But I mean,
Weird.
obviously,
Which
this
means
is an
I'm so
Xbox
excited
event.
for Psychonauts to finally get a sequel. It has been so long.
There really is something special about Psychonauts, isn't it?
There really is indeed. Now, think about this.
I am
2005,
Christian
Psychonauts
and
originally
Crisis
came
2.
out. It was a
Yeah.
different time for gaming. Most of the biggest games that year, we're talking Resident Evil 4, Battlefield 2, Call of Duty 2. They were great games, for sure. But they were all big, beefy shooter games.
Meanwhile, Psychonauts had humor, whimsy, and surprisingly heartfelt moments. It was an oasis of color and humanity in an era when games were increasingly turning grimy, dark, and combative.
Not to mention having some deceptively deep character moments.
That's why the original is considered a cult classic.
It has been a long time coming, and it is finally here. Enjoy this long-awaited launch trailer for Psychonauts.
Well, this shouldn't take too long.
Start playing this tomorrow.
With psychic powers, he dives into your mind.
My name is Raz, and I'm the new intern. And today is my first day on the job.
Everybody was good.
Yes.
Did you forget everything I taught you about levitation, Rasputin?
I'm not supposed to check out
Oh.
equipment to interns.
You did what?
Can we just no? Quit picking on the new kid. We were all new ones, in case you forgot.
I've got eyes on the target. And I've got eyes on you.
All I see is another unruly peasant.
Oh, man.
Oh boy.
When men do this rise, turn the world on its side. Save us.
1660p on Series S. That's more than PS5. Take note, Jeff.
Leave it to me.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of excited to play that tomorrow. Why are you making so much
I
noise
could
out
not be
there?
more excited for Psychonauts 2 because I gotta be honest, me and that original game, we got some beef that needs settling. If you know, you know. The meat circus level, it is infamous, it is brutal, it is difficult to say the least. It's the final level of the original game that came out, and I cannot believe I'm doing the math on this
We
one.
got 30 minutes left of
16
this,
years
man.
ago, Tim Schafer and Lizette T-Tree Montgomery. I am definitely dating myself, but you all welcome from Double Fine Productions. Thank you so much for being here. Tim, can you believe it has been 16 years? I almost said 19 years.
Yeah, it feels like only yesterday, but it kind of was for Raz because the story picks up right where the first game left off. And even though it
I
has been a
purposely
lot of
held
years,
back the
it's a game that
PS5 on
matters
this.
a lot to us. We really love it here at Double Fine, and we know that a lot of fans have meant a lot to them.
I don't necessarily think they held it back, Cabbage. I think that PlayStation 5 wasn't announced, so they did not go out of their way to create a PS5
And we also
version.
have a lot of people on the team here that worked on the first game as
I
well.
would love to come to work, Danny, but I got COVID.
Thank you. It was really important for us
19.
to carry the legacy forward, especially the cool style of Wonk that is very prevalent in the first game.
Style of Wonk. Just put it on a shirt. I'm in there for it.
Can't come to work with COVID,
So
guys.
of course, this can be a kind of a trippy idea if you're
Should
not
be able to come back by
familiar.
Wednesday.
Psychonauts,
Next
they still
Wednesday.
jump into people's minds. I'm assuming like the first game, right? So if you're, if it's not sort of dove into my brain, it'd be like a lot of Ted Lasso quotes and
You mean
French
COVID
Bulldog memes.
2021? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
basically.
the fun about the Psychonauts game is that all the levels are different, just like every.
Oh, you guys are doing
person,
all
based on
right,
their
right,
personality.
Danny?
If you could jump into someone's mind, what would it look like in there? What would be the color of the sky, and like who would the monsters be? And in Psychonauts, you get to do that because Raz has the power of astral projection, and when he goes in, he gets to fight those monsters and help people deal with their
Next
nightmares
Wednesday
and
is my
wrestle with
10
their
days
demons.
since
And
my
so there's a ton of
symptoms.
variety,
So
and there's a lot of anything
hopefully I'll be
goes.
back
We
to
can go
work by
any
then.
location, we can have any art style, and coming up with new levels.
You
for
boys get
the
back to
second game
sweeping.
was really fun to do.
Well, I loved it from the first game, certainly, Lizette. Let's talk a little bit about how that kind of concept expresses itself in the game world. I mean, Psychonauts 2 has got it all over the place, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was really important for us to carry forward the unique brain worlds and unique levels from the first game and the unique style as well. So we were really focused on how we could bring forward that style and Wonk and also bring in new levels and enemies.
Now, of course, it wouldn't be Psychonauts without new mental demons, and I'm sure it's happening in Psychonauts 2. What does this mean? If it doesn't mean basically is that we're finally able to slap COVID anxiety.
charge them $40 for a PS5
Well, I don't know if you
version.
get to slap the anxiety face, but you definitely get to slap some panic attacks.
You have to blow into the
COVID
controller.
definitely caused a lot of those. In addition to panic attacks, some of our old
Yeah, I would be.
enemies also
I'd be
come back.
interesting if
Our sensors are our
Xbox did look into
favorites, and they're
VR.
definitely here. And in addition to that, we also have our doubts and some new enemies. There's our lovely sensor. Also, some regrets, some flying regrets. There are a ranged enemy, and they definitely are challenging. Our doubts are our slow, sticky melee enemy. You're also seeing our enabler here. He is our it energizes our whole combat troop. So we have a whole cast that you can battle and fight with,
Including the bad mood.
including the bad mood.
Which is
It's an electric storm of feelings that you have to fight.
Now, for those who haven't played the original, available now on Xbox Game Pass, by the way, wink. Tim, why is Raz so good at rummaging through brains?
Raz is he has some very
I
special
already
skills.
bought an
He has two whole
expensive
sets of
TV.
skills. One being the acrobatic skills he learned growing up in the circus. He can balance on tightropes, jump on trampolines.
Oh man, this
swing on
game is launching
trapezes, and it
tomorrow.
helps him navigate
So
and get
cool.
around to all kinds of interesting places. But he also has this other side.
It
to his
actually looks
personality, which
pretty
is that he's
fun,
a
man. I
powerful
can't
psychic. So he
can't
can
wait to check
levitate
it out. I
objects,
need
he
to get
can,
it downloaded.
to use telekinesis and pyrokinesis.
Deathloop and Ghostwire
powers which people
Tokyo.
might recognize from the first game, as well as
Yeah,
three
but the
new powers.
PlayStation guys don't seem to care about those games
The
anymore
ability to
now.
mentally connect thoughts together, and he can connect two thoughts and actually connect two thoughts together to solve puzzles and to navigate in this game. He has the power of time bubble, which is just change and slow down how things are moving by changing people's perception of time. And he also has the power of projection, which allows him to pull an archetype, a personality, out of his unconscious mind and bring it into the world that he's in, like a companion in battle or in puzzle solving.
But let's talk about the story for a second, because in the original Psychonauts, we saw Raz training to be part of an organization, and now perhaps he's part of a whole organization at this point. And are there other brain agents, other Psychonauts out there that maybe grew up in a completely different circus?
Yeah, we have a lot of new characters in this game.
We do. We have a lot of new characters in this game. As soon as Raz arrives on the headquarters, he immediately gets introduced to the interns. And the interns quickly tell him and show him how he fits into the organization.
Bottom.
They're right down at
Right
the
at the
bottom.
bottom. Yeah, so earn his way back to the top again. He's no longer the coolest kid in summer camp. And much to his chagrin, his entire family, his entire embarrassing
Install coming
circus
later
clothes-wearing
today.
family comes to visit him in front of all his new friends. And so the interns find out that he's the awkward middle child of the circus family. Each one of them has their own quirks and foibles, and some of them are even psychic. And so a lot of their story is told in this game, including their backstory and how it relates to the foundation of the Psychonauts themselves.
Well, I like that. And of course, as you might know already, I'm sold. But you, of course, already knew that. When can myself and the rest of the world exact beefy, meaty revenge?
You can get back to the beef and play Psychonauts 2 on August 25th on Xbox Game Pass and PC.
There it is. Lizette, Tim from Double Fine, thank you so much. And you know what? Extend a huge congratulations to everyone at Double Fine on the launch of Psychonauts 2.
Thank you so much. We're very excited.
Thank you.
And you can catch more of Tim Schafer and ask him those burning questions about the newest game in the fan favorite franchise in our Xbox Play stream tomorrow. But first, we're going from cleaning out mental cobwebs to cleaning up alien planets in this supremely satisfying 4K 60 trailer for
Gunk.
The Gunk.
Ooh, the Gunk is 4K 60.
I don't like this weather. I'm pretty sure the ship's insurance won't cover alien storm damage. You have to be careful out there.
The Gunk's eating everything here.
This planet is literally a paradise when the Gunk's gone.
Vex?
Oh.
Oh, please, Vex.
Release date, please. No release date. Okay.
We have talked about so many incredible games today, and it's hard to pick a favorite, but let me just say, it is so cool that State of Decay 2 is expanding Trumbull Valley. Come on. And hey, you know what? Great job on that Flight Sim interview.
Oh, thank you. I mean, talking to Jorg is always a blast, and Flight Sim is such a special game to me because it is literally letting me travel the world. But I was
Still in
staring daggers of
development.
jealousy
Yeah.
watching you talk to Tim and Lizette over at Double Fine.
Well, I will say this. I understand, but you got to play Psychonauts 2 already, so I don't even want to hear it.
That's true, but it's not the same as talking to the creators. Just trust me when I tell you, be excited for Psychonauts 2.
I will say this as well. I am excited to see even more of Psychonauts 2 on our Xbox Plays streams.
Yes, don't forget, Xbox Plays will recap all the week's news throughout the week at twitch.tv/Xbox. So make sure to check that out. Before Kate and I let Playground Games take the wheel, let me just say that it has been our distinct pleasure to chat games and nerd out with everyone today.
Oh, it's hands down the best part of the job, for sure.
But we're far from done here.
Too true. Now, in June, Playground Games announced that Forza Horizon 5, the highly anticipated follow-up to 2018's breakout hit open-world driving game Forza Horizon 4, arrives on November 9th on Xbox consoles, Xbox Game Pass for console, PC, and cloud, and of course, Steam.
And if you're watching our Xbox YouTube channel, switch over to our Xbox Twitch channel to see all this new exclusive content.
And that is twitch.tv/Xbox for the full vroom vroom experience. And if you're already watching on Twitch or one of the Forza channels, stay right where you are.
Without further ado, let's dive in, starting with the new custom Forza Horizon 5 controller, which is available for pre-order today, so players can have it in hand by November 9th when the standard edition of the game
Hey, at least we can get us a new controller. Oh, wow.
Charlie here, and I'm at Playground Games with Forza Horizon creative director Mike Brown and Forza Horizon art director Don Arcetta. Hello, everybody.
Hey everyone. Hi, Charlie.
Hey, Charlie. How cool is this?
It's
Oh, wow.
stunning. Look at that. Well, we obviously just saw a really cool video about it, and
No.
I'll be the first to say there is an amazing influence of
Not
Mexican car
switching onto
culture and music,
Twitch.
literally displayed right across the front. Isn't that right?
Absolutely. It just feels like it's part of the Horizon Festival, like it's just dropped out of the game into your lap.
Absolutely.
Absolutely love it.
And there's so much we do want to show the fans, and it's been quite difficult to decide where to start. So can you maybe tell us a bit more about the game, Mike?
Sure, yeah. So Forza Horizon 5 is bringing the Horizon Festival's unique brand of fun and freedom to beautiful and vibrant Mexico. Players are going to set out across the largest, most diverse
They're
open
not
world
freaking
ever
gimping the
built in
PS5 version. They never made a PS5 version for it,
Yeah,
Jeff.
and people think that Mexico is just a desert or a beach, but there's so much more to it, isn't there?
That's right. Even though it does have pretty awesome beaches and a number of amazing deserts, it also has vast canyons, hidden temples.
But I do agree with you.
Awesome, beautiful historic cities.
They
and
should
even
make
a
one for the
towering
PlayStation
snow-capped
5.
volcano, the highest point we've ever had in a Horizon game.
So you've talked about how Forza Horizon 5 showcases powerful, all-new graphical features, but what more can you tell us about that?
So yeah, our Mexican HDR sky captures really illuminate the world to the point where you feel like you're really there. And thanks to the Xbox Series X and S, ray tracing is utilized in Forza Vista to really make our cars look more true to real life. You'll encounter the smallest of details as you travel throughout the world, all rendered in striking realism.
The yellow hair is hurting my eyes.
And next up is something we know that Forza Horizon fans have definitely been waiting for the most. Mike, what exactly is that?
Yeah, that's right. We are about to reveal the cover of Forza Horizon 5, featuring the incredible Mercedes AMG 1 and the 2021 Ford Bronco Badlands. Should we take a look?
Let's do it, yeah.
Ooh, look at the detail on the road, man. Ooh. That looks pretty good. Oh, nice. Ford Bronco. Kind of cool. Kind of cool.
Now, those are two very different ways to explore Mexico. So what I want to know is why those two cars were chosen and what people expect when they get behind the wheel.
Yeah, so those differences are exactly why we chose them. The Mercedes AMG 1 marks the first time a car features Formula One hybrid technology almost one-to-one from track to the street. And with the 2021 Ford Bronco Badlands, that's primed for rugged off-roading across Mexico's vast terrain.
And I'm certain people can't wait to see more of what these cars can do in the game, so I don't think we should keep them waiting any longer. Mike, can you tell us about what we're about to see next?
Yes, so in a few moments' time, we'll be kicking off a Forza Horizon 5 Let's Go stream, and everybody should check that out for a big deep dive into loads of new content and features from Forza Horizon 5. But before that, we have 8 minutes of brand new gameplay where we're going to see both the Mercedes AMG 1 and the 2021 Ford Bronco Badlands. And in typical Horizon fashion, we are going to see active volcanoes, cars jumping out of cargo planes, and a race under beautiful Mexican skies all the way to the Horizon Festival.
Nice.
Should we check it out?
I think we should.
Here we take control of the 2021 Ford Bronco Badlands.
atop the towering, snow-capped Gran Caldera volcano.
That looks so fun. I cannot wait to play this. Fast and Furious, yeah. I wonder why that other car jumped way farther. I wish they could do something better.
Making new plans, eh? Go enjoy yourself. Go make another delivery.
Ooh, yeah, there's my car. Yes.
Drop zone approaching. Lovely day for a drive.
Whoa.
So now we see the 2020 Corvette Stingray tearing up the asphalt towards the dust storm in the Mexican farmland.
Oh, that car looks so nice. Oh. This is the first car I want to buy on this game, man. Yeah. That dust storm does look pretty cool. Ooh. That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool.
Okay, on my mark. 5, 4. Forward now this time. This could get a little rough. Touchdown! Not even a scratch. The jump away.
Thought they said we were going to
Next
show
up
us
is the
new.
Porsche 911 Desert Flyer, crashing through the dense jungle tree canopy.
Flamingos!
Just looking at the way the trees look in this game is is really giving me a lot of hope for just how beautiful that that Fable's going to look. The vegetation and the trees in there just look so good.
I'll swing back round and guide you through the bridge. Qué maravilla! You're not gonna believe your eyes when you see this. Keep going.
Baja California, huh?
This is the final drop. Our festival is waiting. Go, go, go! What do you say? Rest of the festival is on!
And on the final leg, we have the stunning Mercedes AMG 1 at full speed across Mexico's sun-baked rocky coast.
Nice.
Horizon, this is Mexico. We've already had cars falling out of the sky, but all eyes are on the superstar making their way to the festival right now.
11 biomes. Yeah, this is going to be pretty intense. I'm really looking forward to this game.
If you just arrived at Horizon Mexico, then you are in for a treat, my friend.
Damn, that sense of speed is amazing.
The biggest Horizon adventure of your life. You hear that? Well, that is the last inbound.
Nice. Yes, I really want to see Infinite.
So strap yourselves in, Horizon. I've seen this driver before, and trust me, they know how to make an entrance.
It should be streaming at 60 frames a second, Christian. Oh wow, that was it? They didn't show anything on Halo? Wow. Dude, did they really just not show? Did they really just not show freaking Halo? Oh wow. Yeah, that show was pretty disappointing, man. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe they did not show Halo Infinite. Nothing on Halo. Man, that was pretty frustrating, guys, to tell you the least. I mean, I'm always happy to see some more Forza Horizon 5, but at the same time, I don't really I already know I'm going to buy that game and play it, so I don't really need to see a whole bunch of gameplay on Forza Horizon. But the fact that they did not just show freaking Halo or anything else or give us a release date, that really sucks, man. I mean, if they're saving that information for sometime during Gamescom and not have it like in their own show, dude, that is pretty frustrating, man. A lot of people just waited a long time for that. Let's see, what do I got going on here? I need to let's see. Okay, so that really freaking that really just kind of irritated me, man. Exactly, dude. I don't really need to see any more about Sea of Thieves or Wasteland. I wanted to see some Crossfire X. I wanted to like that. That show was pretty frustrating, man. I mean, I don't know what the heck is going on. This is, we've got like the end of the year. There's a lot of stuff that we still need to find out, because this is kind of, I don't know, man. That was kind of irritating, to say the least. Yeah, exactly. Where the heck is Halo? Where the heck is, Crossfire X? Where's all this other stuff that's supposed to be coming out, man? We literally just had like 40 minutes of people talking. That was kind of a disappointment. They didn't talk about any new features coming to Xbox or any of the features that we have yet to see come to Xbox. They didn't talk about any of the most popular games that people are really looking forward to. I mean, aside from Forza 5, but like we're getting close to when Halo should be launching, and we still don't have any information on what's. Oh man, this is kind of irritating. Just a Game Pass and cloud advertisement. Yeah, pretty much. I kind of feel that way too, guys. I mean, oh man, I don't know. What do you guys think, man? Honestly, what? How do you guys feel about what we just saw? Was that? Oh, I don't know, man. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Oh, come on, Jeff. We don't need that, because I mean, honestly, dude, like, what the hell has PlayStation done, bro? Seriously. You might be happy with everything the PlayStation's launched, Jeff, but to me, like, that shit's unacceptable. The shit that PlayStation's given me for my $2,000, dude, is unacceptable, man. I've gotten way better value on my Xbox since the launch, and I've had that longer, and I feel like I've had way more value, dude. Everything on the PlayStation right now, dude. Yeah, dude, I I can't go there right now. Game Pass is still better than paying $70. Yeah, dude, $70 for 10 hours of gameplay is not good. Show was a waste of time. 4 out of 10. I feel like it was trash. Yeah. Jeff, go blow into your controller. Please don't. Oh, yeah, it sucks. Halo Infinite wasn't there, but Sony didn't show anything. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Sony has been like hiding away, and then every now and then they'll come out and they'll give us little tidbits of information. Yeah, I mean, Sony's pissing me off a lot more than Xbox, but this show today kind of just freaking irritated me a little bit. Abundant flight sims, updates, on hers, gameplay. Yeah. I'm gonna go about, yeah. I feel like that's kind of fair. 10 feet, about 50%, like a five on this show out of 10, because they did show us some good stuff, but then yeah, dude, the pacing sucked. I'm sick and tired of listening to the talk and stuff. I don't really care about all that stuff. I really was hoping that we were gonna get all that. My expectations were, I wanted, the information that normally they would give us during E3 that was absent this year. This show was unnecessary. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think PlayStation's going to show us anything this year, Jeff. I mean, we might get lucky and see something in September, but I'm not going to hold my breath, dude. I've been waiting for Sony to do something all year. Oh, gosh, my nose. Damn, seems like they're so afraid to talk about Halo. Yeah, exactly. If they don't launch Halo this freaking year, bro, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Xbox should probably just be done with 343 studios, to tell you the truth. I don't understand why freaking 2021 is kind of turning into a disappointing year for games, man. Xbox was hyping it too, and they had nothing to show. I don't get it. Yeah, this was freaking ridiculous, man. Yeah, this COVID crap is starting to bug me. And I mean, I can understand, the whole industry, but damn, dude, like, what the freaking hell was that show just now, Xbox? Really? Come on, man. I hope you're right, Jeff. I really hope you're right. I really hope that we get something good on the PlayStation this for the rest of this year. Aaron Greenberg has said, hold expectations back. Still a 5 out of 10. Yeah, I wasn't really looking at Twitter this morning about it, so Gamescom, let's see. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, Gamescom does start tomorrow. We'll be watching that. Yeah, that really kind of sucks. Oh, yeah, why did they do that? Why didn't they just have some why didn't they just have like these announcements on during Gamescom, man? Why they have to do a whole hold back expectations? I'm not even gonna bother. Yeah, for real, huh? Oh man, that an hour and 46 minutes, dude. I could have been playing games or something, you know. I mean, granted, you know, it was great to be on here and hang out with you guys and stuff, but that did kind of suck a little bit. But I'm not. Can you live stream the Forza Horizon thing? Let me see. What was that on Twitch? Let me see if I can bring it up, guys. If I can bring it up, I will. Yeah, I'm going to bring it up right now, okay, guys?
And not one that we need to worry about because.
All right, here we go.
This probably is one of our most,
Here's some Twitch. I got to get my phone back out and get back on this.
So far. Andy actually designed this. So Andy, our resident driver, who
all right, here we are.
Very soon, was actually the level designer who put this show.
You guys can see it, right?
If anybody can drive it in a perfect fashion, it will be him.
Call it a con because there was no games.
Yeah, this is Ken Block's V2.
Okay. All right, we got this up on Twitch now too.
Sort of, modern rally specs in mind, dynamics and
is it
insane grip that those cars have these days, and of course an amazing livery.
Oh yeah.
Which set Forza Horizon
2 shots, yeah. I don't necessarily think it's hitting me too hard, but
yeah, I think it's 370 horsepower.
Okay, 370. So not
it's
super lightweight.
It's definitely
can really move.
I hope tomorrow's show would have as much more packed with games. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna be live streaming that as well, Zed.
Yeah, and Ken Block's Gymkhana videos are a massive inspiration for me as well.
Oh wow! What for the showcase event?
Yeah, it was something that I considered when I was sort of making it.
I did get the COVID vaccine.
If Horizon was to make one of the
so hopefully it's not as harsh as other people are talking about. My nose is kind of stuffy right now. Like my cough, you know, a little bit. My throat's kind of sore.
Right.
Plane becomes bike.
Perfect timing, right into Guanajuato, which is our main city in the game.
That was good break.
And just like we've shown in previous footage, Guanajuato is like super beautiful city with undulating roads and underground tunnel network. There's actually a mural right there by Spig, one of the mural artists. Our Mexican
the more I talk, the more my congestion gets too, though.
The architecture, the Baroque and neoclassical
Oh,
architecture in here.
sheesh.
There you get a shot of the Guanajuato Basilica.
one of the most iconic buildings in all of Mexico.
Wow.
It's stunning building.
Yeah, Storm has it in who.
Yeah, I thought they did a really good job with the E3 show.
Look at the colours.
This
as
one
well.
here,
I remember
man, I don't know.
being on stream previously of all the houses being different shades.
This was about the same level as the last 4 or 5 Sony events. Yeah. That's true. I mean, like I do like seeing the new Horizon, but I want to just play it. I don't.
Yeah, that's the thing about these showcase opponents. They will do anything to win. Always up to tricks.
Did you see that motorcycle in front? I wonder if they're bringing bikes to this one, or if this is one of those. No wonder I'm sick. The vaccine. Well, I got the vaccine back in the beginning of the summer. I had COVID last winter. Just lost taste and smell and felt a little like allergies. Still haven't got the vaccine though. I'm not sure about
He
it.
has switched to a wingsuit for the final stretch.
Yeah, I got the Pfizer shot, Joe. Me and my wife.
Oh, very good.
Probably had to see if he was willing to face plant into the road there. He had to pull his chute, and
You have to make a choice at that point, don't you? Whether you want to win or whether you want to survive the race. Oh, that was incredible. Can you
More
give us any
talkie?
more hints? Obviously, the showcases are so amazing. Can you give us any hints of maybe other showcases that we've got coming up? Or I don't know, what you're happy to say?
Well, I don't want to spoil it. We've still got so much more to talk about. We do have 4 showcases in the game. One that I am particularly excited about is the train showcase. We've had a train showcase in every Horizon game, but I think this time it really is the best train showcase we have ever done, and I'm really excited to show it off. But
Hot Wheels DLC when there's a Hot Wheels game.
So what are we going to at next? I think we're going to
Because I'm pretty sure the Hot Wheels DLC is going to be way higher quality.
and that is the Bronco.
Yeah, we can look at the Bronco. Yeah. So we drove the Bronco to the showcase. We are still in the Bronco now. If the guys want to pick the feed back up. So we're still playing through the start of the game, and Haley, one of our characters, pulls up.
Oh,
to
gosh.
the festival, and obviously, as you can see, we are still in the Bronco. Perfect car for chilling out on a nice leisurely drive like this one, but also a perfect car for heading across the desert or tearing up through the swamp.
Yeah.
Towards that dust storm.
Definitely vaccinated, fully vaccinated, and still got COVID. Wife got COVID too, man. We're both vaccinated.
Is that a gold?
Although I did catch it later than they did.
The hot air balloons you can see.
Good call out, actually, Charlie. So we always put those hot air balloons above the festival so that oftentimes you can't see the festival because it might be quite low lying versus your position. But whenever you see the hot air
Like
balloons,
racing
you'll know
games.
that it's one of the festival sites, and you can head over towards that.
Yeah, this Forza Horizon, man. This is one of the freaking better open world like racing games out on the market, man. It's actually pretty good. Blame her. World's gone crazy. Yeah, it sure has, man.
Every car has its own set, offering unique bonuses.
Yeah, 10 feet up. Hot Wheels Milestone is actually developing a Hot Wheels game. It should be out. I thought it was supposed to be out pretty soon.
So what's Haley talking us through here then? We've just revealed.
I don't think I'm going to pick that one up, though.
We've completed that showcase event. We've headed back to the festival, and now Haley is giving us the option of taking part in one of these 2 Horizon stories.
Okay.
So the one at the bottom there with the VW badge is called Vocho, where we'll team up with Alejandra, who's one of our Mexican characters, to help her search for a lost abandoned car, which is the Beetle. The Mexican name for the Beetle is the Vocho. The camera icon is a story called.
Oh, whoa.
I haven't seen these Mongols before. I have to go back.
Don't know why that went off like that. That's weird.
One of those. All right, then.
Another time.
So what is it we're going to jump into now, then?
I think we're going to dip away.
I'm going to dip the feed. Andy's going to do a quick car swap, and then we will take a better look at the AMG one, I think.
The AMG. Okay, so what can you tell us about the AMG while we're waiting to get it all set up, then?
So, alongside the Bronco, it is our other cover car, and frankly, just one of the coolest, most hottest cars in the world right now.
Absolutely.
It's built by Mercedes-AMG. They've taken all of the incredible technology from their Formula One cars and put it into a car that is entirely road legal.
Oh my
It
gosh.
looks absolutely incredible.
It
Despite
releases the end of
the performance of
September.
the Formula One car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks incredible, doesn't it? Like
The shape of it is stunning.
the shark fin on there.
Dirt
which,
5's all right.
To me, looks like that's there purely to show off, but Andy assures me that there are real performance benefits to it.
And there's this new.
I do like the way this Forza Horizon looks,
Right,
though.
well, what's this? Please explain what this is.
So one of the particularly awesome things about this car is if you were to purchase this car, it comes with a couple of modes. It's quite common for
Where
cars to
do
have different
rate
modes.
rims against ride
But they
MotoGP physics? I mean,
don't always,
the physics are actually okay. So the physics are actually decent, Mecca. But
track mode to sprint
the
mode. So if Andy gives it a click,
the animations of the rider kind of throw you off a little bit, but MotoGP and Ride 4 definitely feel a lot smoother. But
you might put it into this mode.
Rims Racing isn't bad by any means. I did a review for it, and I've done some gameplay videos on it. Watch my gameplay video on it. It does. It took a little while to get used to, but once you get used to it, the writing actually feels good. It's just really starved for content, man. You only get 10 tracks and then 5 open point-to-point races. They have a reverse variant, so content-wise, it's kind of lacking.
But yeah,
It's just kind of a lacking, you know, the content, but the physics feel all right.
Through a farm field.
As you can tell, we're in a new.
It might take you a little while to get used to it.
Which is, I guess, farmland is a staple of Horizon by now.
But I mean, the cost of it, you know, you can get it for like $49.99 if you just buy the base package. But that will make it so you don't get the one track, which kind of sucks, because then you only have 9.
So these are Mexican beans. Yeah, bean plants.
Yeah, the physics do feel pretty good.
I think
for the
it's
most
worth
part.
saying as well at this juncture that we are currently looking at Xbox Series X gameplay, but it is a development build. So if you happen to
I think you might enjoy it, Mecca or Mecca.
That is.
Oh gosh, damn.
Development for you.
Yeah. Hey, it might even crash. We'll hopefully.
Let's have debate with that one.
More beans, and here we have some another crop, sorghum. And the cool thing with sorghum, because it's so tall and you could squash, and you could actually make some really awesome crop signs in the fields.
Leave messages for other players.
You can leave messages for other players.
And contrary to what Andy may have made you believe, there are actually roads within the farmland as well.
It's just like a great car to just toot around everywhere and just, I don't know. This looks like my go-to sort of, I'm just going to drive really fast over a hill and get somewhere car.
I think, right now we'll cut away and just do a little switch.
Oh, we're on the next car, Ari. Okay, so the next one.
I don't think you'd be super disappointed with rims.
Mark 1,
I mean,
so
you could change out all the parts and stuff. That is kind of cool. That's probably the
newest cars in the world. We're going to take.
But aside from the racing itself, the changing out the parts thing is pretty cool. You might be able to get into that.
Icon, honestly. Andy's going to tell us a bit more about this one.
That game's probably going to rely heavily on the career, but the pop-in, there's a lot of pop-in in it too.
From the UK to Mexico.
Okay.
So I guess that's sort of a 4 to 5 transition there.
Interesting.
Yes, there's a 16,000 mile rally across the world there, and this car won. So it's based on Mark 1 Escort RS 1600, which they
the price is pretty whack for what you get. That is for sure. I mean, here in a few months, it'll probably be half price.
Those wheel arches are amazing, aren't they? For the time.
I mean, there's some stuff that you're gonna appreciate about it for sure.
Yeah, so the big
the tracks do look better than any bike racing game out there.
Sort of rough bump
definitely a lot more detail, so you might appreciate that.
So everything just to make it, as
I mean, it's not
easy to fix on the road.
completely horrible. It's
And where
just
is it
there's a
you're
lack of
working now?
content, and I
Close by the
don't know if
coast,
they're
is
going to
it?
be bringing any
Yeah,
more
so we
content
just
to it.
transitioned from farmland
So
through a little
it
bit of jungle.
at the end of the
Now we're
day,
actually
it
at the tropical coast. I think we'll
it's
do,
one of those games that like I said in my review, I'll probably put a good
right
50
now.
hours into that game overall.
Oh, yeah.
But after that, I don't really know.
We'll take a look at that in a second.
I really
Okay,
don't
so
know how
up
much
next
more
is
after that I
another
will be.
car, and this is going to be. I'm gonna say it. Another Bronco.
This is this is another Bronco.
Ooh, another
We have actually
Bronco.
4 separate versions of the Bronco in the game. All awesome. All have their own personalities. And
$90
reasons for being
here in Australia. Oh gosh, even for
this
the
one's quite a
base,
hot one, isn't
even
it?
for the base version,
Yes, we have obviously the Bronco Badlands is on the cover. We have the classic 1975.
the base
Bronco.
version here is
We have the Bronco
$49.99.
Ultra 4, which is actually
So
in the initial
damn,
hype as
dude,
well.
if that's
It's kind of
$90,
over,
yeah, I don't know if I could.
Porsche 911 in the
I
jungle
don't know if
faction.
I could.
And
Oh,
then this
recommend
one, which
$90
is the,
man.
Andy, please.
Yeah.
These people are on holiday.
Better look out.
So yeah, the tropical coast is definitely one compared to the west.
You have it on
Rocky Coast,
Xbox,
it's definitely
Jeff.
like the ideal kind of vacation destination.
Yeah.
The ideal,
$80 for the
vacation
base.
to see when thinking of Mexico.
Wow, man, that's what I paid for the
if you're
Ultimate
playing in storm
Edition.
season, this is one of the areas that can
Is $80
when
here.
the weather conditions are right can have tropical storms, which turn it.
I don't
from this
100% have
really
have
kind of
buyer's remorse over it though. You know what I mean?
visceral,
Like
like storm
it is a
Wow.
decent addition
Really cool
to
thing to just drive
the
around
bike
through.
racing sims. I mean, it
There'll
does
be a
feel
brilliant
more
perfect
simmy than it
paradise on
does
Randy's syndrome.
I know, right?
than arcadey. If you ever played like Isle of Man 1 or 2,
Do another.
the physics
Another
are
car
way
change.
better
So
than
many
both
car
of those
changes here.
games.
So the next one,
So-
where are we going next?
I would say MotoGP 2021 is probably my favorite,
Super Duty, which is
but then Rims Racing is
exciting car for us as well.
is right
It's,
behind that and in between Ride 4 in terms of physics and stuff.
It's got 4 wheels on that back axle. Like
Because
2
the
wheels
sense
side
of
by side each
speed,
side.
the sense of speed
means
in
it's
Rims
got,
Racing is
like,
freaking
ridiculous grip on the
phenomenal.
back.
Like
You can go over any
it
terrain,
feels good.
and
Like
it's
it
absolutely massive.
when you come
That is
around a
indeed,
corner, when
yeah.
you finally get the handling and everything
I mean, to me,
dialed
that
in
smells
for
like an
yourself.
off-road vehicle,
When you
right?
come around it, when
I'm
you
trying to
come out
think
of a
like,
turn
the
and you
very
hit the
sort of way
hit the
I would
throttle and
pick
you
this car to
just
do,
take
like,
off, man,
cross-country or those
it
sort of,
it
like,
feels
off-road races,
rewarding.
right?
It really
I think
does.
certainly in the game, that is
And there's a
quite
lot of
basic.
good tracks. You got
In real
Laguna
life, you probably-
Seca, Paul
it could
Ricard's
also
pretty
be
fun on that
a work
game.
truck or even an everyday truck. If
Sure.
you're a truck person.
You got
But, yeah,
Silverstone,
certainly it's Ford tough.
gosh dang
DNA
it,
has
Nuremberg.
It's built for the road, built for off-road, built for
And some of those
doing work in it, built for
point-to-point
chucking
races
your
are
camping
pretty
gear in the
fun
back, jet ski
too.
or something.
Everyone's camping gear in the back.
Honestly,
Hopefully
if you
we
really
stumble
do
upon
want
one
to,
of
if you want a new
champion
bike game,
trucks
I
or
feel like
buses around the world,
over the
seeing the
long
stages
run,
that
like you'll be able to
is
justify that price of having it right now. Like you will be able to find
6.7
a
litre
justification
diesel
in that.
engine. It's got 1,000 pound of torque, which is just
It depends on how you play your racing games, though,
pull the
Mecca.
whole house along if you
Like
want.
if you do a lot of time trial stuff like I do,
The bed on the back.
All that,
and
yeah.
and learning,
Our little
like
English houses.
it is a pretty rewarding driving experience. I do
And where is it,
like riding
on
the
the map
bikes
that
on
we
that
can
game.
overcome?
So we are in Arid Hills, which is.
I just really hope they support it with more
power of
tracks
this,
and more content as
F1
it goes.
It
It is their first game, and their first game with Race Ward, they did pretty damn good on it.
Pockets of trees, which makes it really fun to when you're beelining across the world to kind of just dodge some trees and hit some smashable ones. So it's a very engaging experience for driving around, and obviously you see there's a bunch of undulation as well. The Arid Hills actually.
I mean, I will be doing more
just
content
outside
on
of
Rims
Guanajuato,
Racing.
so, that's where
That is
Guanajuato
for
is so
sure.
undulating because it's set in a nest.
Yeah, that is a good feature.
It's
If
one
you're
of my
playing
favorite
that
areas
if you're playing the
for
career mode,
to
like you have
grab a
to,
good
you
off-road
really
car
do
with
have to
it,
pay
direct
attention to
movement,
like
and
your
then just work
bike,
around
the
hills.
damage,
Anything
the
on
parts
suspension
on
car
it.
which
You
doesn't
can
have that
swap
heavy
out
movement
parts,
can get
trade them
pain
in
in
and
the
stuff.
arse.
Like it's actually kind of
I love
it's
the idea
actually
of,
kind of
like,
cool. It does feel like
having
a
like
little
an
bit like a
afternoon where you
chore
can
if you're just
set
playing
each other
around
and
with it. But if
eliminate
you're
it.
really into like
absolutely
upgrading your
focused.
bike and
Try
stuff,
to
like
inside.
you're gonna have fun with it. That
Love it. Is there anyone being
that
champion
part
at the
is
moment?
pretty in depth
No,
with it.
there's not
So
anyone beating. It's quite hard. I think. To
I
say
feel
we're
like
beating
you
at this
I feel
stage.
like
We're
you
gonna
might get
say pretty tight.
your money's worth out of it.
And then here we're transitioning into the canyon biome.
And we haven't seen the canyon yet either on stream, have we?
No, we haven't seen it.
Changing out the parts on Rims Racing is way more there's way more to it than there is on Ride 4, and Ride 4 is probably the closest thing that you would get to it.
So we're going to go through the canyon with
But Rims Racing in parts and part management and stuff is way more in depth, way more in depth than Ride 4. But Ride 4 has way more tracks, way more tracks.
A Macan as you would pick it up from the showroom. This is one that's been built by LP Racing, as it says on the back, who are actually kind of an aftermarket provider of motorcycle parts for like really performance motorcycles, but they also have a motorsports arm that do motorcycle racing and also.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm basically ignoring everybody else talking about racing game, guys.
This is more sort of Dakar, sorry. Yeah, it's quite cool. It's, if the Escort Mexico was the sort of 1960s version, this is the modern version of the go anywhere, endure everything racing style.
Oh.
Walking Sims.
The Land Rover Defender just feeling like he's
Oh.
I think you saw you in his review.
How are you guys doing with this? Is this good or what?
So, John, what can you tell us about the canyons as we go through it here? It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, so the canyon's really all about scale and just the impressive rock cliff faces. And kind of just
What the heck, man?
Yeah,
Go away.
it's actually during sunset and sunrises, you get amazing sunlight. So I know for photographers, it's a great area to get some photos.
Because those huge like rock cliff faces as well, it's like one of the best locations in the game to really take advantage of the ray traced audio. So if you're in a car like this and you're happy flying along next to this rocky wall, you can just hear the sound of your engine like bouncing off the wall and coming back in.
Yeah, this game's gonna be great. I'm really looking forward to it. I like the way it looks. I like the
train tracks as well.
Oh yeah.
I like the detail they got in this game. Yeah, I got to see the 4K upload.
It just looks like a really fun place to drive through. It's like because of the hills, it doesn't tell me there's a lot of shortcuts over this area. So actually, it's the type of place where you enjoy being on the road.
Yes, it is right. This is one of the places where in real life you'd go there just.
Yeah, the visuals are freaking pretty high fidelity on this game. I do like it. I like the way the track, the side of the road looks. It looks pretty freaking. It looks pretty good.
You know where you're going, Andy? Just about.
I mean, that's the great thing about the canyon. You have like a good off-road experience, plus you have a good on-road experience as well, in parallel.
Let's try and get back on.
Oh, train track again. Don't stay there too long.
Right.
And yeah.
Gonna check out another car.
Yeah.
I really like the way Forza Horizon does open worlds, man. I like the way that I like the detail that they bring to it. You know what I mean?
This one is a car that it's not an everyday car, but it's one that normal people can purchase if they walked into a Porsche dealer. Unlike
My nose feels runny, but yet it's all dry. Gosh.
Porsche Taycan Turbo S, which is Porsche's brand new performance electric vehicle.
So actually, the second electric car on the stream today as well.
Yes, so the AMG one is a hybrid. So this is 100% electric.
Oh my gosh, man!
And it's frankly a fantastic car. So the way Porsche have approached this with their very first EV is they want to recreate the driving experience of a 911, but in an electric vehicle, and that's especially difficult because it obviously has to have a massive battery.
Good afternoon, Mr. Glass. How you doing, my friend?
And despite that pretty incredible weight, 0 to 60s in 2.6 seconds, top speed.
I just hope there's more verticality.
I haven't had the joy of driving one, unfortunately. But
Yeah, I want to see more about Forza Motorsport.
Fairly lightweight sports car.
Sorry.
I think that one's going to be a good one.
It's nice to know Andy drives like me too.
Yeah, I thought it was in the UK.
celebrity owners
Yeah.
include Will Smith.
I will do that.
Apparently, someone told me just before we came on air, Bill Gates has one as well.
I'm leaving work now. They paid me long enough for watching your video. Oh, dang. Appreciate that, Joe.
But maybe your dreams can one day come true.
Exactly.
You have fun, man.
And if
Enjoy the
not,
rest of your
Forza
day.
Horizon 5 out in November. Play
Is
it
the
then.
Forza showcase in 30 FPS?
Thank you.
Kind of looks like it.
Thank you.
Kind of looks like it is PA.
Like that little area on the corner there.
So you've driven it, Andy. Does it do it? Did it feel like a 911?
Oh, absolutely. It's yeah, incredible car.
Maybe
one
not.
thing I wanted to point out here was butterflies.
Butterflies?
Yeah.
I hope it's more sim-like. This game or
in Mexico.
I think Forza Horizon or Motorsport, Forza Motorsport will definitely be more sim.
So yeah,
But you can guarantee that it's gonna still cater to all racing classes.
You go and stop here.
I feel like that's going to be the case. Forza Motor, yeah. I mean, like if you want real sim, you're going to want to get on. Did you ever pick up F1 2021, Mecca?
I think we wanted to drop one more because there was one more bit we wanted to show.
You have your doubts about everything. That's not Sony, my dude.
What are we going to do now?
So we actually revealed this car on social media last week, and
like I said before, Jeff, they got all of Lionhead Studios working at Playground Games second.
It's a UTV, so
I like that one. I like the way that F1 2021 is.
On asphalt as well. It can do both types.
Yeah, that
incredible suspension travel. Andy wants to.
I've definitely leaned more towards sim a lot more lately, but I mean these open world racers are still fun to play.
We're heading up.
I'm kind of looking toward to that Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown just because of the fact that it's going to utilize the WRC handling models and stuff. So I want to race some flight sim though. Yeah.
Amazing. But that's the very authentic sports experience. Thank you so much, Andy. Right. Well, with that, we're actually going to move over to arguably one of my favorite parts of the stream. We are now going to look at
when they have all the Bethesda to help them. Yeah, that's true, man. Definitely get some Bethesda up in there helping on Fable.
Make sure you do it now, and it might get answered on stream. The other half, the first half, are actually going to come from Twitter and your social posts, where this week you asked Dear Forza and what people wanted to know.
There's so much freaking talent in Xbox now because of Bethesda that, oh my freaking gosh, man. If they fumble this and screw this up, dude, with as much talent as Xbox has now, oh boy.
She's still in at the Forza Horizon 4 Festival.
Pretty much all of it, dude. The only person that really left the studio was Peter Molyneux, the guy that the guy that pretty much founded Fable.
Wonderful. I've now dawned on me that the questions are actually from chat, so if we keep that in mind going forward, we'll forget the bit I just said.
Got a racing rig. Just bought the Thrustmaster SF1000 F1 wheel. Nice. Yeah, I've been thinking about upgrading and get one of those open wheelers. I've been definitely thinking about it. I believe Obsidian is the most talented group of devs at Xbox. Yeah, that's true too. They are. There's so much talent at Xbox now that I don't know, man. It's going to be pretty good. It's going to be an interesting generation. I'm still really disappointed about not seeing anything on Halo today, guys. I'm not going to lie, dude. I'm pretty upset about that.
That's essentially what this segment is. I love it. Okay, the next one comes from Oof. Thank you. Who asks, is there a moving train on the map? Yes, there is. We've
okay.
I don't know if you want to give some more detail while Oof is in chat about the map, about the train.
Felt like a Fallout clone. I liked Outer Worlds. I thought it was all right.
I mean, there is.
About the train.
All right, guys. I'm gonna take a nap. My nose is getting really stuffy.
The question from chat seems to come from King Sean, who simply asks, "Is that a Supra?"
Yes, Sean.
Okay, so I'm going to remove this. Okay, I got it. So we can just talk for a minute. Yeah, guys, I need to take a nap, dude. My nose is really starting to get bad. But I will definitely be back on. Yo, Frog, gotta go. My lady wants some attention. Yeah, fun, Jeffrey. Oh man, so you're gonna tell people who actually worked on Fable before aren't good enough? Yeah. No, they're good. I hope it gets better. Yeah, I do too, guys. I need to lay down, man. It's starting to give me a headache. So, you guys have fun. We'll see you when I get back on, man. You guys have a good one.